Hello students, this is your GK class. GK of 4th standard. GK class of 4th standard. And our today's topic is N for nature. N is for nature. Okay? And in this topic today we are going to learn about plant fun, about animal world and so many flowers. Okay, these are we are going to learn in this class. I repeat once again: plant fun, animal world and so many flowers. Okay students, so let's begin our today's class. Okay, so let's start with plant fun. P-L-A-N-T, plant, F-U-N, fun, plant fun. So our first plant is eucalyptus tree. Eucalyptus tree. E-U-C-A-L-Y-P-T-U-S, eucalyptus tree. E-U-C-A-L-Y-P-T-U-S, eucalyptus tree. Now, eucalyptus tree is an evergreen tree. Eucalyptus tree is an evergreen tree, and this eucalyptus tree is originally from Australia. Okay, eucalyptus tree is originally from Australia. Okay, and this tree grows and provide us wood, gum and oil that is used in medicine. Okay, this eucalyptus tree provide us wood, gum and oil that is used in medicine. Okay, now you can see this tree also in the picture. In this slide I have given the picture of this tree, eucalyptus tree. You can see how it's look. Okay, it is originally from Australia and it is an evergreen tree. Okay, now this eucalyptus tree we also call the rainbow eucalyptus tree. Okay, the rainbow eucalyptus tree. The rainbow eucalyptus tree sheds its bark at different times throughout the year. Okay, the rainbow eucalyptus tree sheds its bark at different times throughout the year. This reveals bright splashes of many colors. Okay, this tree reveals bright splashes, okay, of many colors. Means this tree, if we look, this tree will it's look like a rainbow. Why? Because it splashes many different colors. Okay, so the rainbow eucalyptus gets its name from its colorful appearance. Okay, the rainbow eucalyptus gets its name from its colorful appearance. Okay, because of this color of this tree, the name of this tree we get. Okay, and the name is rainbow eucalyptus. Okay, as the tree grows, its outer bark delicately peels to reveal the inner bark. Okay, which starts out in pastel green and deepen into orange, red, pastel blue and sunset pink hues. Okay, these multicolor streaks set the eucalyptus trees apart. Okay, as the tree grows, its outer bark delicately peels to reveal the inner bark. Okay, the tree peels the inner bark, which start out in pastel green. When this tree peel, when the tree grows, okay, when the tree grows and its outer bark delicately peels, then what we can see the inner bark, okay, the inner bark of the tree, which starts out in pastel green in color and deepens into orange color, red color, pastel blue and sunset pink hues. Okay, now this multicolor streak set the eucalyptus tree. When this all color set in the tree, this multicolor streak sets the eucalyptus trees. Okay, this multicolor is a part of eucalyptus tree. Okay, so this all are about eucalyptus tree. Now let's see next. Now next is orchid. ORCHIDS. Orchids. Orchids are the plant. Orchid are the plant with brightly colored flowers. Okay, orchid are the plant with brightly colored flowers. Means the orchid plant has the flower that is bright in color. Okay, and there are so many varieties of orchids are there in the world. Okay, orchids make up one of the largest and most diverse groups of flowering plant in the world. Means we human, we can grow this orchid flower in our garden. Okay, orchids make up one of the largest and most diverse group of flowering plant in the world. Okay, some varieties of orchid have the tiniest seeds. Okay, now orchids have so many different varieties. Okay, so from that varieties, there are some varieties of orchids that have the tiniest seeds. Okay, scientists suggest that they have about 1.25 million seeds, which weigh just about a gram. See, 1.25 million seeds. Okay, when we count the seeds, this is 1.25 million seeds, which weigh just about a gram. So you can think that how tiniest these seeds are. Okay, and how the weight of these seeds are. You can think that about just a gram of seeds, that has, when we count, it has 1.25 million seeds. Okay, orchids can live on the ground, attached to woody plant or under the ground. Now orchid can grow in the ground. Okay, orchid can grow on the ground, and orchid also can grow attached with the woody plant. Okay, or under the ground. Orchid also can grow under the ground, or it can also grow with woody plant. Okay, if we attach orchid root with the woody plant, it also can grow. Okay, so orchid can grow on the ground, it also can grow attached to woody plant and or under the ground also. With good care, and regular maintenance, an orchid plant may live for a lifetime. Okay, lifetime means 100 years or more. Okay, if we care this orchid, and if we care with good and regular maintenance, means if we give water regularly and if the orchid gets sunlight, then this orchid plant may live for a lifetime. Okay, with regular maintenance, this orchid plant may live for a lifetime, like 100 years or more than 100 years. Okay, so this all are about orchids. Now our next plant is lady in the well. L-A-D-Y, lady in the well. V-E-I-L, well, lady in the well. Lady in the well is an African mushroom, grows very fast. Okay, lady in the well is an mushroom and it grows very fast. Okay, and it grows only in Africa. Okay, so it is African mushroom. Lady in the well is an African mushroom, grows very fast. It grows very fast. It grows about 8 inches in just 20 minutes. Okay, can you imagine that mushroom can grow only in 20 minutes? How inch? How many? 8 inch. In just 20 minutes, it can grow 8 inches. Okay, so you can think that how fast it is growing. Okay, the well lady mushroom is edible. Okay, now this lady in the well, this mushroom is edible, means we can eat this mushroom. Okay, the well lady mushroom is edible and enjoys an allied status for its medicinal and aphrodisiac properties. Okay, now this mushroom is also used for medicines. Okay, this mushroom is also used for medical purposes. Okay, medicine purposes. The top is covered in the usual sticky dark olive gleba. Okay, the top covered, this you can see in the picture, this is lady in the well. Okay, this is mushroom, you can see in the top. The top of this cover is usually sticky. This is very sticky. Okay, and dark olive gleba. The top is covered in the usual sticky dark olive gleba. Our next plant is butter and eggs. Sounds like breakfast, right? Butter and eggs. But we are not going to talk about breakfast. We are going to talk about plant. Okay? Now, butter and eggs. B-U-T-T-E-R. Butter and eggs. E-G-G-S. Eggs. Butter and eggs. Now, this plant, why we call butter and eggs? Because the flower of this plant is look like egg yolk. Okay, it's look like egg yolk. Okay, this plant is called butter and eggs because the flowers of this plant look like egg yolk. Okay, so you all understand why it's called butter and eggs, because the flower of this plant look like egg yolk. Butter and eggs is a small flower measuring approximately 2.5 centimeter in width. Now this butter and eggs is a small flower. Okay, it's a small flower. How small? Only 2.5 centimeter in width. Okay, now you can think that how small is this flower. Okay, butter and eggs is a small flower measuring approximately 2.5 centimeter in width. Okay, now butter and eggs grows from creeping roots and can form large thick colonies in dry open areas. Okay, now this butter and eggs grows from creeping roots. Okay, it grows from creeping roots and can form large thick colonies. Okay, large thick colonies mean it can spread and it can grow. It can make a thick colonies in dry open area. Okay, in the dry open area, the roots can form a large, okay, and it can grow there in the dry open area. Butter and eggs grows from creeping roots and can form large thick colonies in dry open areas. Okay. Next is box leaf azara. BOXLEAF, box leaf azara. AZARA, azara, box leaf azara. The flower of the plant box leaf azara smell like white chocolate. Okay, the flower of box leaf azara smell like white chocolate. Okay, azara is a low maintenance plant and rarely needs pruning. It can be propagated from semi-ripe cutting taken in the summer. Okay, the flower of the plant box leaf azara smell like white chocolate. Okay, and this box leaf azara is a low maintenance plant. Okay, means azara is a low maintenance plant and rarely needs pruning, and it can propagate it from semi-ripe cutting taken in the summer. Okay, box leaf azara has tiny, glossy, dark evergreen leaves. Box leaf azara has tiny, glossy, dark evergreen leaves. Okay, this large shrub or small tree has a pretty form as it gets older. Okay, this large shrub or small tree has a pretty form as it gets older. Okay, now this box leaf azara is a small tree. Okay, this is a small tree and has a pretty from when it's look pretty when it gets older. Okay, and the leaves of this box leaf azara is evergreen leaves and the color is glossy dark. Okay, and the leaves of box leaf azara is tiny leaves. Okay, and this plant is small. Okay, this is a small tree and large shrubs. Okay, now let's start with animal world. ANIMAL, animal world. WORLD. Now look at this picture. Okay, this is a strange animal. Okay, now this strange animal is okapi. Okay, the name of this animal is okapi. Okay, it is found in Africa. Okay, it is found in Africa. Different parts of okapi body resemble different animals. So students, can you please list out the names of the animals that remind you when you look this animal, this okapi, which animal you can think in your mind just now. So please write down the name of that animal that you are thinking by looking this animal okapi. Okay, because the parts of this okapi is very different. Every body has different parts with different, it's the body resemble different animals. Okay, so you can find out which animals is look like okapi. Now let's see some facts about okapi. Okay, okapi facts. And okapi has white horizontal strip on its leg. Okay, okapi has white horizontal strips on its legs. Okay, the leg of okapi is white horizontal strips. It uses its unusually long tongue to clean its eyes and ears. Okay, this okapi has a long tongue. Okay, they have long tongue that they use to clean their eyes and their ears. Okay, it has large upright ears which catch the faintest of sounds. This alerts the okapi to danger. Okay, it has upright ears, okay, which catch the faintest of sounds. This alerts the okapi to danger. Okay, now leaves, fruits, grasses and twigs are its staple diet. Now what are the things okapi eat? What are the diet of okapi? If you are thinking, then the diet of okapi are leaves, fruits, grasses and twigs. Okay, so these are the staple diet of okapi. Okay, let's see some more facts about okapi. Though sometimes called forest giraffe, these creatures does not look like a giraffe. Okay, now this animal, this okapi, sometimes also called forest giraffe. Okay, it is known by forest giraffe, but the creature of this okapi is doesn't look like a giraffe. Okay, but also it's called as forest giraffe. Okay, it does have a long tongue, but it has the body of horse. Now this okapi body is look like a horse, and its leg have strips like a zebra. Okay, the strips on the leg of this okapi is look like a zebra. Males also have two small horns on the top of their head that are covered with skin. Okay, now this animal called forest giraffe, but it doesn't look like a giraffe. Okay, the body, if we are seeing the body of this okapi, it's look like a horse. Okay, it has long tongue, like giraffe also have long tongue, but the body is not look like giraffe. The body is look like a horse, and the strip on its leg is look like a zebra. And the male okapi have, they also have the small horn on the top of their head, and that are covered with their skin. Okay, they are most active during the afternoon and evening, spending this time to search of food. Okay, they are most active during the afternoon and evening. Okay, and they are spending this afternoon and evening time in searching for food. Okay, in search for food they spend their time, and they are more active in the afternoon and in the evening. Okay, now let's see so many flowers. Okay, so many flowers. Here are some beautiful flowers. Okay, here are some beautiful flowers. Read the description and write their name. Okay, choose from the option. Now this is in your book. This all are from your book, so you can check in your book also. Okay, so many flowers. And now what you have to do, you have to read the description and write the correct name of the flower, and I have given the options also. Okay, you can choose from the options. Now our first flower, see, look at the picture and write the name of this flower. Number 1. This beautiful flower is known for its sweet fragrance. Okay, it blooms at night. This beautiful flower is known for its sweet fragrance. Okay, and it blooms at night. So can you guess the name of this flower? Options are given here in the box. Options are jasmine, lily, tuberose, dahlia, pansy and morning glory. Okay, I will tell you, this flower is tuberose. Okay, so please write down. Number first is tuberose. This flower is tuberose. This flower is known for its sweet fragrance. Okay, and this tuberose blooms at night. Okay, so correct answer is tuberose. Please write down in your book, that is in your page number 7, so many flowers. Okay, now let's read the second. This flower is shaped like a saucer and grows on vines. It blooms in the early morning. Okay, this flower is shaped like a saucer and grows on vines. It blooms in the early morning, and the correct answer is morning glory. MORNING, morning glory. GLORY, morning glory. So write down morning glory. This is the correct answer. Okay, this morning glory is look like a saucer. The shape of morning glory is look like a saucer. Okay, and it blooms in the early morning. Okay, so that's why it's called morning glory. Okay, now let's see the third one. This is a small flower which appears in colors ranging from bright pink to pure white. Some flowers have a center that resembles a monkey face. Okay, this is a small flower which appears in color ranging from bright pink to pure white. Some flowers have a center that resembles a monkey face. Okay, now this flower, the flower is look like a monkey face. Okay, now this flower we call as pansy. PANSY, pansy. The pansy flower, the face, the fancy flower is look like monkey face. In the center of this flower, it's look like monkey face. This pansy flower is the small flower. Okay, now next, number 4 is, this flower comes in variety of colors. It is largely used for decorative purposes. Okay, this flower comes in variety of colors. It is largely used for decorative purposes. Okay, now this flower is dahlia. DAHLIA. Okay, dahlia. Now this dahlia comes in a variety. Okay, so many varieties of color are there. Okay, and this dahlia is largely used for decorative purposes. This flower is used for decorative purposes. Okay. Now number 5. This flower is known for its unique fragrance. Okay. The oil extracted from this flower, okay, used in perfumes. Okay. This flower is known for its unique fragrance. The oil extracted from this flower, and this flower is used in perfume. Okay. So this flower is jasmine flower. Okay. Jasmine is known for its unique fragrance. The fragrance of jasmine is very unique. Okay. And we also use jasmine as this fragrance of jasmine is used in the oil. Okay. The oil extracted from this flower used in perfume. Okay. The oil extracted from this flower we also used in the perfume. Okay. Now the number 6. This trumpet shaped flower comes in various colors. It blooms in spring season. Okay. This trumpet shaped flower comes in various color. Okay. It means it's come in different and various color. Now it blooms only in spring season. So this is lily. This flower is called lily. Lily flower blooms in the spring season. Okay. So write down in your book. I have given you the answers. Okay. So please write down in your book. So today we have learned, we have completed our topic, that is and for nature. Okay. Hope you all understand whatever I have taught. So students, let's stop here for today. Thank you for watching the video. Okay. We'll meet in the next class with next chapter. Till then, bye bye.